All right, guys, we're back with another Nightbrothers video. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, please smash that subscribe button. It is really, really important to follow and subscribe to this awesome channel. It helps us grow it. That's what it's all about. I've lost my train of thought because I got hit with a sudden 400% volume hit in my speakers just before we hit the live button, so I'm a bit shaky right now. But thank you so much for joining us. Hirsch, mate, as always, welcome, mate. One of the Nightbrothers, absolute superstar. How are you, man? How you going, bud?
Oh, man, I'm stoked, Just celebrated my birthday this past weekend, and Gak's back. That's the best birthday present I could ever ask for.
Oh, love it, man. I love it. And, yeah, did you get any cool gifts?
Oh, man, I got the sweatshirt I'm wearing. I got, a couple things.
Yeah.
I got, this nice big account that happened to be a friend that was like, yo, we're going to quit the game. Would you like my account? Cool. I guess I could step in and, give up my old account and take over a new one.
Love it. Love it. And did you get any parcels or any presents or gifts or anything? Any gift boxes or anything like that? No?
I got this heavy box that came from Australia.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, that's a lot of chicken salt.
So we're going to come back.
I thought Amazon had lost the package. Apparently they didn't.
Hershey doesn't know. We sent him something a couple of weeks ago. We'll talk about it later on. We'll be actually opening it live on the stream in a little while, so you can watch it later on, but I'm sure we'll cover it later. You're going to know what was going on here. Of course, thank you so much for joining us. Our boy Lego is here as well. Lego, ... what's in the box. That's what it's all about today. How are you, man? What's going on, buddy? What's happening?
Pretty good. Pretty excited to know what's in the box. Want to be honest. Sitting here patiently waiting here with Hershey to find out what's in the box.
Killing me.
But what another week in Swagger.
Yeah.
Oh, just every week on this show we get something better to talk about. A grand arena.
Yeah.
A little bit of controversy. A little bit of theory crafting. It's going to be
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've entered the new world of GAC with omicrons and obviously and different scoring systems. So yeah, it's all fun and games this week.
It certainly is that. Well, let's get straight into it. And let's talk about the new GAC. Let's get straight into that. We're obviously live. We're going to be doing my run very soon. We do them live on Twitch. Galactic Legend Heinzie, not hard to find. Come and hang out with us when we're live. It's generally on Monday and Thursday mornings when it's right, and then of course US time. It's 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday nights. You don't want to miss it. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So anyway, let's move on from that. But let's talk about the scoring, guys. Obviously, huge change, fundamental change to the game. Obviously, scoring is a big deal now. No points, of course, for defense. You guys have already done both of your runs, if I'm right, your GAC runs. I haven't done mine yet, so I'm going to go to these guys and ask them. Hershey, we'll start with you. How have you found the new scoring system so far, man? Huge change, or is it pretty similar? How you finding it?
It threw me off a little bit, the whole first attempt, you get, 10 banners regardless, whether you win or lose, which I've kind of thought about some strategies, with that. But it's really weird. The whole changing the scoring, you don't get defense banners. You get 5 banners just for like defeating opponents. So, max banners now are going to 64. It's very odd. I don't really get Swagger math. Doesn't make sense to me half the time anyways. So it's something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's talk. How you found it, Lego? How was your run? Did you have a good run at it? Did you get a win? Firstly, like, are you looking pretty good, or what's happening with your run?
So my opponent only attacked one of my teams, got a 70, obviously with the extra 10. So that's a standard 60, I suppose. Mm-hmm. In the old system.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all they've attacked, and I hit a 17-17 one-shot board. So again, we're going to have to wait and see what the good scores are.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident that's enough for me, like, for the win this time.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, let's talk about the points, because there's been a little bit of... Has it been controversy, fellas, or just a bit of confusion with how it's all laid out? Let's talk about the point system, obviously, with defenses. There's been some curiosity with that, I'm sure. Lego, do you want to elaborate a little bit, mate? We were talking about it a bit earlier.
So essentially, there's obviously now that, because you don't get points for defense, if you set less teams in a zone and you don't clear that zone, you may not get the banners for the teams you're missing. Now, this could be a bit of a strategic advantage if you know your opponent cannot get through a GL. You may own, like, you at this stage, you could literally just set that GL in that zone, and that's it.
Okay, so the
Your
idea is that you
opponents-
can set a Galactic Legend if, say, you don't have a counter for it or if they've got nothing left to play with. You set that one team at the back knowing full well that they're not going to be able to clear that team and actually get an advantage out of it. And
So
set
if
nothing
you're
else.
supposed to set three teams in that zone, and you only set the one, then that opponent cannot clear that team. They're not going to get the points for the two
for the
missing
other
teams.
ones that they're not going to hit. They
So
can't hit.
in the past, because you used to get points for defense, if you didn't set the defense, you wouldn't be getting points. So you'd be already at a disadvantage. Now it's like, well, if you know your opponent can't beat a Ray, for instance, put it in the zone. Don't put anything else with it. Why now you've got extra teams for offense, and you don't have to worry about your opponent full clearing you. Like, it is a risk, because if they do get through that Ray, then all of a sudden you're going to miss those points. But I'm not so looking back at the Q&A that they did, they basically answered the question of, so I'll just read the question and then the answer. It's probably easier. So the question was, how do you intend to make sure players still set GAC defense since you're removing banners from placing defense? Since banners are no longer earned from placing defense, what measures will there be to penalize players who leave zones empty to increase their attack roster? What happens if no defenses are set? So the answer to the question was, players facing empty defenses will receive full credit for defense or zone. Not setting a defense is a pretty surefire way to lose, causing you to drop leagues. Now, that really doesn't answer how the points get allocated. And we're hearing rumors that people don't get those banners as soon as they open the zone, that they only get those banners once they clear the zone.
Yeah. So
now that's a pretty big difference in how you would then strategize your GAC.
So Hirsch, would that be just a glitch or something like that, or is that something that was just not thought of at the time? Like, what's your opinion? Do you think that this was always intended, or do you think it was just something that was overseen, or some sort of a bug? What do you think? Curious.
I don't know. I feel like it could be maybe a bug, because I feel like you should get the points because it's those teams are cleared already technically. So you should get those points automatically. So I don't know if it's a bug or if it's something that maybe just it was an oversight. They didn't really look into it beforehand.
Yeah, obviously I'm hoping that it's just an oversight and it's something that'll be fixed over the next week.
Mm-hmm.
But if that is the case where you won't get the points until you clear that zone, again, that's just changes strategy.
Yeah, Max, huge change.
Yeah, absolutely, spot on. And so let's move on from that one, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think.
Yeah.
Are you happy with this? I think it's something that's going to be resolved.
Let us know if it happened to you, where your opponent set short defense and you couldn't clear their zone and you didn't get points for the extra teams. You want to know if it's true.
I'm
only hearing it as a rumor, but
I'm going to test on one of my accounts and see. I'm going to message an opponent and say, hey, I'm going to see if this works. Let me know what happens.
Interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I think it'll be resolved. I think that's just something that shouldn't happen, and I do believe something to be looked at with that.
Yeah, I think they intend that you would get those banners.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that also then asks just another. If you know your opponent can one-shot a team with one character and get max banners, max protection, is it better to just not set that team and just let them take the full attacking banners anyway?
Yep.
And keep that team for offense, or actually set that team?
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you're not losing points because you're not getting points for defense, and all you're doing is giving your opponent the win anyway. You're giving those win banners anyway.
You should be getting the points. I think I think that's just the fundamental point of it. I think for some reason it hasn't actually awarded them. Why that is, we don't know, but I think it's some sort of an oversight.
I'm sure. And again, there's always going to be some things that pop up within the first week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, this is all, I think from what I've been seeing across the forums, across the Discords that I'm in.
Yeah.
Some people are missing not getting those points for missing teams.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we'll put a ticket in and let them know. That's the other thing you can do as well, guys. Let them know so they can resolve it. That's the other thing you can do. Let's move on to the next topic quickly, guys, and we need to talk about this one, but we're going to gloss over it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because, let's be honest, we know it's going to sort itself out in time. That's what we believe anyway. We need to talk about the GAC matchmaking. Hirsch, how's yours looking in your grouping? Obviously, guys, we're not going to make this a big negative Nancy bit, but we just want to know where everyone's at. So, Hirsch, how's your matchmaking looking, brother?
On the big account, it's pretty decent. There's some people that have all the GLs. There's a couple people that only, they're missing one or two. It's not too terrible. On the main account or the alt account, rather, it's pretty decent. I've heard from some other people that, there's some matchmaking gets kind of all over the board. I see people with massive advantages. I see massive disadvantages. I see pretty even matchups. So I'm liking it so far. I'm just hoping it continues to improve.
Fair enough. Lego, how's your matchups looking, man? Your grouping?
I'm the biggest in my grouping at 9.3.
Same.
So the next closest is 9.2, and the smallest guy is 7.7.
Yep.
And then they sort of range. My current opponent is 8.2.
Mm-hmm.
He had all the GLs from memory. Where is he? Yeah, so my opponent this first round was okay. He's 8.2. Has all the GLs. Had a Relic 9 Executor. So
yeah, nice, fair enough.
This current matchup wasn't too bad for me.
No, that's right. That's good.
There is a bit of a disparity between the top and the bottom of the grouping.
Yeah, there is a bit of an extreme difference in my matchup, guys. Out of the 8, only 2 people in the grouping have Lord Vader. I'm one of them, and someone else has it as well. Mod-wise, mine are pretty well double my whole grouping. As far as my mod levels, we're actually going to be obviously doing the run pretty soon on this account, but we have the tell the tape here that we run on every stream. I can quickly show you what we're up against here to give you guys an idea of my first match up against nobodies. I'm at 9.2 mil, he's at 7.8. Top 80, 2.6 to 2.4. Zetas are pretty even. Relics, though, 173 to 94. Huge discrepancy there. Relic 8's 33 to 16. Relic 9's 4 to 1. 6 dot mods, it's a sea of green for me. Again, almost double right through. 645 to 268. 636, 546 plus 10s, though. That's better. Plus 15's 377 to 202. Plus 20's 124 to 56. Huge difference in plus 20s. And even bigger in plus 25's 37 to 11. And when it comes to the Galactic Legends, my opponent I'm facing does not have Lord Vader, as I mentioned, also does not have Kenobi either, and does not have Commander Ahsoka Tano. There's no Cat in the lineup too. So, it's early up. I feel pretty bad for this guy. Let's be honest. I'm not happy about it at all. It is what it is, and it's a pretty rough day at the office, unfortunately, but we're just going to have to see how it all plays out.
Yeah. Obviously, Kyber 1 is such a big bracket because it was all based off GP.
Yeah.
You can literally face anyone between 7.7, whatever the cutoff was, and 10 million. And, almost 11 million now.
Boys, I'm ready for us to get matched up. We're all close enough. We'll get matched up eventually. We'll have a
our skill points, they're all going to match up one day, and we're going to
It's going to be
kick
fun.
Heinz's ass.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. Anyway, moving right along, guys. So we're not going to go into it too much. We're not bagging anyone out because we know it's going to settle down and even out as the skill points build. So
the skill points,
I'm not going to sit here raging.
It'll work itself out.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the guys that are really going to get hit pretty hard early. I really do. So again,
I feel bad for the poor matchups.
Yeah, I do, 100%. So anyway, guys, let's move on quickly and let's just cover one or two teams quickly, Hirsch. What teams are you liking on offense and defense? What teams are you seeing out there early in GAC that you like? I'm curious to know, man, which ones are really standing out for you. And don't say sisters because we know you like sisters.
Qui-Gon Jinn. Simple. Simple. That's all. That's it. Offense and defense. That's all I need to say. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Straight up.
Qui-Gon Jinn with Jedi Knight Anakin and any other Jedi is ridiculous. It's insanity, pure insanity. If you haven't seen it, I have a screenshot, from one of our other boys, Rick Astley. He used it on offense against the Mothma team. His Jedi Knight Anakin hit for over 1 million damage.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Straight up. So there we go.
Insane. Nothing surviving that. There's not a character in the game that survives that. And like the rest of the AOE was 500,000-600,000 on everyone. Nobody's how you survive that. You
Yeah,
don't.
no, 100%. It's pretty rough, absolutely. Lego, any teams you've seen out there you like, mate?
Well, standard offense. Mate, you can't really go past your standard CLS. But the one I really like keeping for offense is the Bad Batch. They just punch above their weight so much. You can literally you just hold onto it for offense, and then you just pick the best team that you think it can beat, and in you go.
And just let it rip.
Echo slows them down, and they die before you really do anything. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty good setup.
But the other one that I had a lot of fun with today was Mara Jade.
Oh,
Put her under EP with some leftover Empire, and absolutely destroyed a Mothma. They didn't take a turn.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing you do that because I was like, Lego, there's a Cara Dune over there. Are you sure you want to take Empire? He's like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we'll see.
Quite
and
often,
then they never took a turn.
Yeah, quite often a lot of the Patreons we hang out and we do our GACs together and see how it all went. So it was really, really fun to watch Mara Jade in action. We won't be using mine today. Mine's on defense. Spoiler alert, but that's okay. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's in store. There's no point me going to teams yet because I haven't hit yet at this point in time. But when I've got Gear 8 Jawas on the front line that I need to deal with today, so I think I'll be okay. So let's move through to the next one and let's talk about the new omicrons, guys. We of course got two new omicrons to the game. I'm just going to quickly bring those up now, just to go over them if we can. Give me 1 second, and they're just here. There we go. All right, so we've got first one that we got is Hera. I didn't see Hera's coming. That's pretty cool. Phoenix have got a really, really cool buff. And it's a territory war buff, which is pretty valuable to a lot of the territory war guilds up top. So the Omicron, each active Phoenix ally grants their unique ability to other Phoenix allies, which is pretty cool. In addition, Phoenix allies using a special ability, 20% turn meter if Hera is active. Effect is doubled for Phoenix allies unless with less than full health. So if they're getting knocked around a bit, they actually speed up even quicker. And the territory war buff, which is really cool. Phoenix allies have plus 30 counter chance, plus 50 max health, plus 30 speed. And when Hera uses backup plan, this is cool. That's the revive, right? The backup plan's revive. All Phoenix allies gain the backup plan as well, the revive across the whole Phoenix lineup for 3 turns. And the first time each other Phoenix ally falls below 50% health, Hera gains 80% turn meter, so she can get up and running again and try and keep the survivability up. Whenever a Phoenix ally uses a special ability, all Phoenix allies gain 10% stacking offense until they're defeated. This one's a standout one.
I think that last
nice.
sentence is the sleeper part.
Yeah.
Because backup plan, she's only going to do that once every 3-4 turns. But the fact that Ezra is going to gain more stacking offense that's scary.
We know
because
he's going to
be a lot. They're all going to be a lot thicker. They're going to be quicker. They already all counter most of the time, anyways, with Kanan being in there. So Ezra more offense. I like it.
Yeah, and of course, Hera having a better opportunity to throw some armor break around the place as well is certainly going to help. Quite often you can't even get it out there because she's gone. Sabine, I'm sorry. I meant Sabine. You know what I meant. Can't take me anywhere. It's late here, guys. So anyway, so it's really, really cool, the dynamic on how that's going to work out. Let's cover IPDs as well while we're at it. Give me a second. Let me just roll over to IPD. And this one here, I feel, is a little bit more underwhelming. Going to be helpful, certainly, for some people.
That's a text.
But this one's obviously a dark side territory battle. Omicron, and for those still struggling to get the teams up and running, it will be helpful. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not going to be as helpful because a lot of the other teams can really sort of, pull their weight in the dark side territory battle. We've been doing it for quite some time, but quickly cover it. So IPD, probe droid, 50% max health, he needs that. The end of each droid ally turn, end of each Empire ally turn, the end of each rebel enemy turn, Imperial probe droid gains turn meter. Cool, needs it. While IPD is active...
Yeah, that's his normal.
Yeah, that's normal. So IPD, target locked enemies have minus 25 evasion, can't gain buffs. But while in territory battles...
Normal.
Dark side territory battles, at the start of battle, IPD loses all protection and gains that much max health. So you want to stack up, very much like Malik. It's very similar to Malik, isn't it, boys? Imperial Probe Droid can be revived after using self-destruct. That's cool. can be revived now instead of blowing up, never seeing it again, and ignores taunt. At the start of each encounter, IPD is revived with 100% health. Whenever IPD uses self-destruct, the target enemy takes additional damage equal to 200% of IPD's max health, and other Empire allies gain offense equal to 300% of IPD's offense stacking until they're defeated. So it will be handy in territory battles because in the past it blew up and you never saw it again. Now it can come back. That's a really, really cool dynamic. But guys,
that sounds interesting.
It sounds fun. It definitely sounds fun. But guys, we know how valuable the omicrons are, the mats themselves, and I just see more use for them somewhere else. But tell me if I'm wrong.
Why was this not just a Zeta?
Yes.
It's dark side territory battle. Not really many people are really struggling. I mean, I don't want to talk down on anybody, but at least like the people that, like the guild we're in, we're not struggling on dark side TB. We don't need an Omicron for dark side TB. He doesn't really fit in the greatest team. Like, yeah, for the first 3 waves, EP Vader's pretty good. You hit wave 4, like phase 4, you're not going to use it.
Yeah, I don't think you can use it on. I don't think you can use him in phase 4. Even in an Empire team.
Are you going to use Mara Jade in that? Is that going to make it work?
Oh, maybe. So obviously he gets. So it means he revives every wave.
Hey, at the start of each wave.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice.
But then
so
for him
you
to
have
use
a pretty big
self-destruct.
hit.
But yeah, for him to use self-destruct, where does he need to get to? Less than 50% health?
Yeah. Yeah,
and you're going to
Is it
stack
less
him.
than 50%? Yeah.
But
you're going to stack him with hella health.
But that's the thing. It's going to take longer for you to
It's going to take longer to get to that. So maybe you don't mod him with that. Maybe you mod him for offense. So he gives out that offense. So he's not as thick.
Interesting.
Maybe.
It's a case of tuning it, I think, in this case. But guys,
yeah, you've got to find the sweet spot. Like anything that gives offense is great, but again,
100%. It's just very odd.
Where we are as a guild and where we are, especially with Darkside GOTB, these omicrons can really be used somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like we've already seen
Absolutely.
Qui-Gons do way more than this.
100%. I would do Harris
way more
over
than this.
IPDs.
Like I'm doing Kyle Katarn because he's light side at least before this one.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like Darkside GOTB and you want that extra, go ahead.
I love Darkside GOTB. That's like my favorite game mode. I'm a Darkside guy. I get to use all my toys there.
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to use this still. It's not for the best teams.
I hope I'm wrong, but
DSTV.
I just feel, and I hope I'm wrong. It just feels like a bit of a token Omicron for the Darkside territory battle because it's just for that. Like it's not as important as say,
because they didn't have one.
War, you know, like I just feel it's like we
Kyle's
have to do something. So
much better for Lightside TB. For what he does for his team is massive compared to what IPD is doing for DSTV.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Which one do you like better? I think
give us a vote, Hera or IPD.
I think Hera's the go, guys. That's a big tick.
I think we know which one.
That's a big tick.
If you choose IPD, I'm gonna ask you why.
And for those people, of course,
I'll reply to everyone that puts IPD. I swear.
The guys that have been farming Phoenix for fun for quite some time are going to be really, really happy to see that Omicron drop. I'm not going to lie.
Sweens is going to be stoked. He's got All Relic 2 Phoenix.
Absolutely.
He's probably going to throw that on.
He absolutely will. Well, it makes sense for him. Absolutely, 100%. So, guys, we're going to quickly cover the last one before we wind this up. Let's quickly talk, and we're just going to cover over it really, really quickly. Mara Jade, of course, and Starkiller, they're both in. Starkiller has dropped. Haven't really had much of a chance to use him yet properly in GAC until this time next week, where obviously the battles kick in, where he's actually going to be useful because, of course, we got him after the sign-up for this particular GAC right now. But Mara Jade hit, and man, she is good. I like Mara, boys. Huge fan. I think pick of the bunch so far, without seeing Starkiller in action 100% yet. I really like what I see. Hirsch, tell me if I'm wrong, brother. Yeah.
Out of the 4 marquees, I think she's top-notch. Out of the 4 of them. I mean, I'm a big Talon fan. I want to make Talon good. She's there. She's close. But Mara Jade's just up here. It's night and day. I'm sorry, but easily the best.
I think they're all very good in their own way. Well, let's be honest.
I absolutely agree. But overall value for what you can do with the team that they pump up, Kyle's probably close second.
you can pretty much use them all at low stars to begin with too.
Oh, they're
obviously
all
they're not
incredibly good for low star support.
They're not obviously going to be able to punch up and kill those, higher relic teams. But if they're a cleanup team or whatever, like you could easily use them at 3 stars.
I've been throwing Darth Talon. I threw Darth Talon on defense underneath my Darth Revan just to make him faster. That's the only reason she's in the team.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
That's an awesome support to have. It's like adding a whole nother mod to the character.
Just a little quick one too before we wrap up.
Yeah, man.
If you go to swagger.gg and head to the guild page, if you want to try and bring that up, down the track we can all flex on our guild mates and find out who's got the most skill points straight from the guild screen.
Straight from .gg.
Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. Hang on. So you want me to bring up my guild one right now? Is that right?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? Yeah, hang on one sec.
While you're bringing that up, I want to do a quick shout out for our boy, the Raging Elephant. I watched him do his GAC earlier, and that man went insane. He almost hit the hard max on banners. He did less full team battles than he did solos. I just want to give a big shout out. That man, incredible, great GAC player right there. I'm excited to see what he does with this scoring.
Here we go, guys. So we got it up and running. So swiggo.gg. This is my particular guild right now. As you can see, player skill rating is here.
I can see the redneck Jedi and that Lego guy, but where's on there?
I haven't done my run yet, you muppets. I'm down
there
here.
You are, all the way down there.
I haven't even done anything yet. It's not even updated, you bloody clown.
They haven't updated, but of course,
we're on the same point.
Everyone's at 38-10 at the moment, you absolute
but
flogs.
you're like lower on the list.
God, seriously.
But we're above you, so we're better.
It's hard to get good help around here, guys. Dead set. What was I thinking bringing these flogs on? Dead set.
Heinzie, while you're there, Heinzie, click on the GAC button at the top.
No, good thanks. That'll do. Stop
no,
this.
Heinzie, quick, just do it.
All right, hang on. All right.
GAC button.
GAC button. All right, hang on.
Up the top, yeah.
GAC.
Right up the top. Right up the top.
What a minute at the top. Oh, up here.
GAC, yeah, click on it.
Yep, here you go.
I reckon we should give Pimpo a plug since he's our sponsor.
We should definitely do that.
There it is.
Absolutely, there it is.
Pimpo.
Up and running. And just in case you want a little bit more information, here we go.
Hey, you. Yes, you. It's time to make you an offer that you just can't refuse. Pimpo's Account Services is the mod father who has helped countless players in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You can get your account remodded or build your account to be the most successful in all game modes. He's the man when it comes to understanding mods. If you don't use Pimpo, you're gonna get whacked. If you're interested in a full account remod, hit up Pimpo today via email at pimpomodfather@gmail.com or head to Discord at Pimpo #9337. Pimpo, he'll make you an offer on your mods you can't refuse, or you'll sleep with the fishes.
Thank you so much, Peepo, for supporting our boys, the Nightbrothers. That's what it's all about. We really, really appreciate all your support. Thank you so very much. Tell him Heinzie sent you. He'll look after you. Don't you worry about that. You'll be really, really well looked after.
I'll tell him the Nightbrothers sent you.
Absolutely.
That might be a bit better.
Absolutely. Boys, don't forget as well, thank you so much. Give us your comments as well. What do you think about Mara? Star Killer, you impressed? You happy? Are you not happy? Is there something you want changed? Are they both underwhelming? Let us know in the comments below. But we won't really know too much about Star Killer until next week when we can actually get in and use it. I'm actually going to unlock it on the stream right now live on Twitch. Galactic Legend Heinzie, we're going to do that now as part of our GAC run, so it's going to be absolutely mental.
We'll have a smash out of GAC.
And we're going to find out what's in the box.
That's what we're going to do
as well. Hershey's squirming.
What's in the box?
He's squirming. He has no idea.
I'm trying to not think about it.
Love you guys. We'll be back again next week with another vid. Don't forget Gridsy session as well, 10 p.m. Eastern. This week we've actually got Grid on holidays. He's gone on a vacay, going to see the family, far more important. We're going to be joined by Ranger and Fatal. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be back Monday with these two vlogs on Monday instead of Thursday. Obviously, we got Christmas coming up next week, so we're going to change the schedule around a little bit, so the boys will be back on Monday next week. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. We'll do it again really, really soon. We'll see you on the flip side. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, or I'll get really, really angry and I'll send Hirsch after you. Bye!